Hello, it's Maury Zapre. As you go through your day, I want you to consider how you manage expectations. Managing expectations can be one of the biggest signs of stress. When people are worried about how things are going to turn out, they'll typically have behaviors that um, are self destructive. And what we want to do is figure out what are our initial expectations and how are we going to manage them. So, if you look at, for example, things like marriage, right? Nobody gets married with the idea of getting a divorce right away, right? But couples oftentimes will have expectations, and then their needs they feel like are not being met. Or people will hire people to work for them, and then they feel like they're not meeting the expectations. So the question becomes, when we don't meet each other's expectations, how do we treat each other? Or do we function in love? Do we pull out the best of the individual so that we get something out of the situation, right? Or do we use substances to try to cope and we crack, which causes loss of income and other things to happen in life, health challenges, all kinds of things. So I want you to consider, how do you manage your expectations, those that you meet and those that aren't being met. Okay, because at the end of the day, coping is a struggle for most people. So if you feel like you need support with handling how you cope, I want you to give somebody a call. It doesn't have to be me, it could be anybody. But I want you to consider, what stresses me out and how do I cope with it? What was I hoping to have in a relationship, and how did I handle it when it wasn't there? What was I expecting to do on a particular job, and um, what tasks am I being given, and how am I handling the things that I've been asked to do, right? So how you manage expectations not only helps you get through the present circumstances, but also builds a bridge for you to get to your next situation, right? So you want to make sure that you enter relationships of any kind in a healthy way, and you want to manage them well also, so that you can get on to the next thing, or develop the relationship to where it could be, right? But if we don't manage them well, they don't get where they could be, obviously. So we have to spend time figuring out, how do we manage our expectations. That's the point. So if you need help in doing so, always give me a call or shoot me a text, or if you need somebody else to talk to in your area, and you don't feel comfortable using me, that's fine. But get supports in looking at how you can manage those expectations. All the best to you.